Hello, good evening, viewers and lovers of freedom. I want to welcome each and every one of us to this wonderful program this evening, 27th of September 2024. And it's my pleasure to be here. My name is Mazi Ikem Patrick DK, and I want to welcome us to this wonderful program. As you join us, please share. Unfortunately, we are not transmitting on Facebook Live as a result of technical issues, but we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, and we are on every other social media platform. And as you join us, please invite your friends because we will be having a very wonderful and interesting discussion on topic this evening. And I'll also be bringing bringing our guest in the next few minutes to join us in this program. Today is 27th of September 2024, and it's 12 minutes past 8 p.m. here in Veneto, Italy, and is 12 minutes past 7 p.m. in Biafra land. So I want to say welcome to the program. As you join us, you can as well drop your comment, share the program, invite your friends. We'll be talking about series of issues as they unfold in the past few days, and also talking about what the future holds. So it is my pleasure to be here this evening. We've seen the activities of the past few days and what happened in court with Justice Binta Nyako. Well, we'll continue to call it justice, but she hasn't shown justice. But notwithstanding, we would still try as much as possible to accord the respect. But with me this evening is a wonderful comrade who will be coming on board. He doesn't need any introduction, but if he chooses to introduce himself, that will be on his part. So I want to invite our brother and our comrade, Fearless, to join us in today's conversation. You're welcome to the program, Mazi Maduabuchi. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you, Mazi Ikem Patrick. Good evening from here. Good evening to Biafrans all over the world, lovers of freedom. I remain the fearless IPB evangelist Mazi Ndewo.
Yes, so
Thank you.
yes, thank you very much. I want to also let our people that know that this transmission is going on our frequency, or if you have not downloaded the BTV app, please go and do so because we are live on BTV app on the high frequency, and I can tell you that it is even easier to get us there than any other social media platform. So, Maduabuchi, how are you doing, my brother?
We thank Okike. We thank Okike. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes, I know being on the ground, you have a lot of information compared to those in the diaspora, and we believe that you're feeling also the heat, both the economic and the social heat on the ground. Mazi.
Yes, that is the general issue, the economic issue of Nigeria. After all, it is the foundation of Nigeria that gave birth to it. So, though it is happening now, but it must happen because the foundation was laid for the destruction of humanity. So that is it. And again, yes, to be here fighting is not easy. We are millions fighting from home, and we must do so while others are fighting from abroad because we lacked that abroad our people in abroad, 67 to 70. So our people in abroad is a blessing from God this time around because had Ojukwu had people like that abroad, it would have been easy to confront the British lies of labeling our fathers rebels. Today, we are in different part of the world before the British will come with their lights. We are already there. Our exhibitions and complaints are already on that table before the British lights. That's why we are successfully moving internationally. Thank you, Mazi. Let me drop it there. Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. Thank you very much, Mazi. I understand the situation, and that is the reason for the post I made. And I said
Thank
that
you. Yeah.
those in the diaspora are the ones paying for Tinubu's incompetence and bad governance. But it's not just about Tinubu anyway. It is how the system have been programmed to be. So even when you get the best man for the job, nothing is going to change because the contraption called Nigeria have already been programmed for failure. The failure for the zoo is divine. It's not something any man can change. So no matter how you try to make it work, it can never work because the foundation is faulty. And when the foundation is faulty, there is nothing the righteous can do. So Mazi, I want to say welcome once again to our program. On Tuesday um, we saw what happened in court, and that is going to be our first point of discussion before we move into other issues. We saw the activities of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Legal Counsel and how the case ended. And today we have Justice Binta Nyako who have decided to rescue herself from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case after over 9 years. What is your take, Mazi, on this recent development? I don't know if you are getting me or maybe you're having some technical issues as well.
Okay. Thank you, Mazi.
Yes, I think that our brother Maduabuchi is having some technical issues, quite understandable, being on the ground in the contraption called Nigeria. If it's not electricity, if it's not the internet, it is one thing or the other. Mazi, you're welcome back. I understand your frustrations. Uh, the world the world can the world can bear witness of what you are
No
going
problem.
through. If it's not electricity
No
problem,
problem. Let me continue.
yes, I believe that you might even be running this program with a generator, considering also the high cost of fuel. So, but notwithstanding, I believe you got my question right. Mazi, can you hear me? Yes, so it is obvious that Mazi Maduabuchi is having issues. I don't know if he's getting my.
Just touch it a little, then let me
Oh,
carry it on.
yes, so I said, what do you have to your
I said you should touch, try and touch the question again. That's been Tanyako question. Touch it a little, then let me move on.
Okay, so I was asking about your view on this recent development of Binta Nyako resigning from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case after 9 years of continuous failure to be able to come up with anything tangible, despite all the discharge and acquittals that we've seen
Okay,
in course of the case. Yes.
that is what she is supposed to do. Bin Tanyako have been in this case, and she is not the first judge to handle this case, and her court is not the first. First of all, in 2015, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from in Murtala Mohammed Airport, Lagos, though it happened on the 12th of October 2015. Nigeria refused to announce it until IPOB raised alarm on radio Biafra on the 13th. Reaching on the 14th of October 2015, Nigeria now admitted that they are with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let me move forward. They took the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to the court of Honorable Justice Ademola of the Federal High Court, Abuja, Yoruba man, treated over the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Though then, was it better? Yeah, or Moma then was leading the council to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Reaching on the 17th of October, 17th of December 2015, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was discharged unconditionally. So DSS disobeyed court order and moved the case from the court of Ademola, that is to say, first judge. They now moved it to the court of John Soho. John Soho discharged Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally in 2016 March. They still, DSS disobeyed court order and moved it to the court of Ahmed Mohammed, that is from judge to judge. Ahmed Mohammed, a justice sitting in the Federal High Court in Abuja, also told DSS to go and obey the court rulings of Justice Ademola and John Soho. And DSS also moved the case again to the court of Justice Fatima Binta Motalanyako, that is Binta Nyako. Then Binta wanted to go, though I think that question will still come. Then Binta Nyako granted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bail. Then Nnamdi Kanu had date of court to come and stand his trial, though it had been discharged. And in all these courts that Nnamdi Kanu have been taking Nnamdi Kanu to, we should also know that the detention warrant whereby was used to detain Nnamdi Kanu was discharged by Ademola and was signed. That is to say, we don't know the warrant that they used to detain Nnamdi Kanu and take him to the court of John Soho, because that warrant becomes invalid. Immediately, a judge signs a signatory. Then, before you will validate it, there must be a fresh detention warrant, or a court will rule to detain Nnamdi Kanu. But in Nnamdi Kanu's case, the warrant was discharged in Ademola's court. I don't know the one they moved to John Soho. John Soho discharged the warrant. I don't know the one they moved to Ahmed Mohammed. I am understanding that Nnamdi Kanu have been standing illegal trial because there have never been a valid detention warrant. Let us move to Binta Nyako, because I don't know the warrant that Binta Nyako granted bail. Was it the same warrant they have been signing their signatories? Was it the same warrant? Where is the charge? Which vacant did Binta Nyako sign the bail, what is it called, sign at the back of the warrant? The warrant becomes invalid. Then we continue. Binta Nyako, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, filed an application concerning or about the attack in his house by the Nigerian army before his date of court. Binta Nyako threw that very application away. She struck it out from her court. She failed to listen to the complaint of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through his lawyers. They failed, she failed, and again, she was busy demanding that Nnamdi Kanu's, what is it called, shorties should provide him, or they should come to court. But a complaint was there, you refused to listen to it. So if you look at what Binta Nyako, the body language of Justice Binta Nyako, he is not supposed to handle such case. First of all, the only job he can do is to try Nnamdi Kanu secretly. Immediately Nnamdi Kanu destroyed the secret trial and say no to secret trial, and that was the end. All these things Binta have been doing is delay tactics. That is why Binta Nyako was there presently out of Binta Nyako was there, and then Nnamdi Kanu was granted bail on the charge of treason and what is it called? Terrorism. Then the charges against Nnamdi Kanu, all of them, there are dates. They said there are years of the period of that accused: 2015, 2016, 2017. Now, when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya, 2021, they brought Nnamdi Kanu to the court of Bintanya. Then they now.
I think Mazi Maduabuchi is having technical issues. I just want to talk to our people watching us from Biafra television that we have to stream this program from the back studio. So the program is coming to you
Okay,
from the back studio.
should I continue?
Yes, I just want to give out an information because I'm trying to stream this program on BTV from the back studio for the fact that we are having technical issues linking up with BTV from our service providers. But it's important that we also give our people some, for those who are not on other platforms. I want to use this opportunity to refer them to BTV Twitter page. Go to BTV Twitter page where you can get this transmission live and direct. What you are getting now is a back studio transmission, so you might not be able to have access to all the coverages. You can as well download the BTV application. We're on high frequency. Go to BTV high frequency. Go to BTV on YouTube and other platforms where you can have a direct link to watching this program. So, your people, I know that many of you are coming live on Biafra television, but I just want to use this opportunity to make this announcement. Transmitting from the back studio, like I said earlier. I know that a lot of people on Facebook do not have notification on their Twitter most often, and also on YouTube most often. But now that I have alerted you, if you're really interested in this program, please go to YouTube, search for BTV on YouTube, also on Twitter, and go on high frequency using the application, the BTV app. So that is it. So this transmission I'm running here is not going to take long. I'll be ending it very soon so that I'll be able to focus on our discussion effectively. So we have our brother Mazi, fearless evangelist, as you all know him, live with me this evening, 27th of September 2024, and this is a live program. My name is Ikem Patrick DK. So, Mazi, can you please continue from where you stop as regards to the analysis on the court sitting that took place on Tuesday, 25th of September, where Binta Nyako actually resigned from the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So, like I was saying then, I said that there were charges that Nnamdi Kanu was granted bail on, which is to say, when his house was attacked in 2017 and he survived it, then they later kidnapped him from Kenya and brought him back to Nigeria. Nigeria abandoned those charges. Remember, those charges was what he was granted bail on, and Nigeria never go back to those charges. And Bintanyako was there in her court in 2021. She was busy welcoming amended count charges. Thank you. So she was there welcoming amended count charges. While there are charges Nnamdi Kanu was granted bail on. Now, she abandoned those charges and was welcoming amended count charges. And these amended count charges have nothing to do with 2015. 2016 and 2017, which was the period of years that Nnamdi Kanu was accused of overthrowing Buhari or attempting to overthrow Buhari and posing national security threat on the Nigeria as a country through his piracy radio based in London, as was presented in the court of Honorable Justice Ademola of the Federal High Court, which was the federal government was represented by Labran, the federal council. Then, which we know Ademola asked him, who are the victims of his terrorism? Labran was not able to present evidence of whom Nnamdi Kanu have terrorized, and the judge, maybe he understood that Labran didn't understand the language. He brought it again. He said, how many people have died under his terror? Because the first one was, who are the victims of his terrorism? Labran cannot present anything. He was saying through his radio, they didn't even mention London. They didn't mention London because they don't have that jurisdiction to try a case that happened in London without writing to the UK Secretary of State, which now they can have like about 10 chances to defend himself in UK before they will find him guilty and now go on process of extradition, not rendition, extraordinary rendition. Then we continue. So now, Binta is incompetent. He's supposed to hands off. One is that she was welcoming 5 amended can charges, 2021, 7 amended can charges, 15 amended can charges. Now, the only charge that came from the charges Nnamdi Kanu was granted bail was the 15 amended can charges, which relates to transmitter. 15 amended count, that is 15 of the 15 amended count charges. Count 15 of the 15 amended count charges. Every other charges were from 2018, 2017, 2018 to 2021, 2018 to 2021. Let me refer to one, that is count 3 of the 15 amended count charges, which said that you, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, I want to get the point there, that you, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, from Umuahia, North Abia State, from 2018, get the date where they are mentioned, a man they granted by 2017. The attack is at 2017. Now look at the charge against him in 2021. That you, Mr. Duncan, from 2018 to 2021, do you see they have omitted the period of years they are accusing him? Now, if you can give him a new charge outside the year you are accusing him, it becomes a new warrant. It has nothing to do with the old warrant. The old warrant every charges must be amended. If you want to amend murder, you can amend it to manslaughter. You cannot amend murder to, what is it called? Defilement. It is impossible. You cannot amend murder charge to defilement. It has no connection. You can only amend defilement and the rape. They are the same. So this is when you are amending charge, it must relate. It must relate and must be in the period of years the person is being accused. Now, if you begin to bring new charges outside the year the person is being accused, it becomes a new one. But Binta Nyako was so, I don't know how to put it, but she was there abandoning the old warrant Nnamdi Kanu was granted bail on and was welcoming the new charges in the name of the old warrant, which is completely off. Because the charges they are bringing is off from 2015, 2016, 2017. Any other charge from 2018 must be a new warrant. Now, Pinter was welcoming new amended can charges. Now, let me just finish that very country. They say that you, Mr. Namkan, from 2018 to 2021, profess, which is claimed, in other words, claimed to be a member, leader of a proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, which Nnamdi Kanu pleaded not guilty, which Labran came and messed himself up, saying that Nnamdi Kanu denying to be an IPOB leader. That was the charge. Labran was disgracing himself. Because Nnamdi Kanu pleaded not guilty on an allegation that have nothing to do with IPOB, because they said he claimed from 2018, he started claiming to be member and stroke leader, but you arrested him as IPOB leader in 2015, granted him bail as IPOB leader in 2017. Now you now kidnap him in 2021. You now say that he started claiming to be IPOB leader and IPOB member, not even IPOB, proscribed one from 2018 to 2021. That's automatically off from what we are saying. That is to say, Pinter is incompetent. She cannot ask the army to come and explain why they're attacking Nnamdi Kanu's house. Binta cannot do anything. Binta cannot demand for the army. Binta don't care. Binta never sanctioned even DSS in disobedience to court orders. Binta have never sanctioned DSS in violation of Nnamdi Kanu's human rights. Binta have no power to move Nnamdi Kanu from DSS to Kuje. Binta is incompetent, completely incompetent. She should hands up. She cannot defend the bail she granted in Amkano. 12 high bail conditions, 12 high bail conditions from Bintanyako, a man that two courts have decided, which Ahmed Mohammed completed it by telling them to come and obey the two previous court rulings. That is to say, he completed it. For Bintanyako to be there, prolonging issue without asking government to provide the army that invaded in Afghan's house, and went there and committed terrorism. The main thing is that Nigerian state committed terrorism against Nnamdi Kanu, and Bintanyako was there. They are bringing charges of terrorism against Nnamdi Kanu, which is wrong because I offended you does not give you ground to go and commit crime. That is why when they invaded the house of Nnamdi Kanu, we do not take the advantage and start committing crime because Nigeria offended us. No, we apply the normal way, lawful pattern. So why do Nigerians say that Nnamdi Kanu offended them? They went and committed international law. For committing international law extraordinary rendition, you now lack the grant to try Nnamdi Kanu because you are.
Yes, so I think Mazi is a bit out now, and I hope that he returns back to continue from where he stopped. I believe it's as a result of network issue. Mazi, are you back? Are you there? I hope that I hope that he rejoins us back. Okay, you're welcome back to the program.
Yes,
Yes, continue,
yes.
please.
Okay, thank you. So Bintanyako on her stand was there knowing that even the Buhari was the one who brought war against the discipline. First come, first serve. Now, if Nigeria can commit double terrorism against Nnamdi Kanu, 2017 and 2021 terrorism, because what police of Nigeria used to ask us is, why do you take law into your hands? Why did you not come and report? Now, if Nigeria felt that Nnamdi Kanu offended them, why did they not go and report to UK Secretary of State? Then why was Bintanyako welcoming such thing without following due proceedings? Why did she not ask the Nigerian government to wait with the amended charges? Let us look into the charges this man was granted bail on. Bintanyako was there welcoming charges against a man whom Nigeria have offended. Nigeria committed terrorism against Nnamdi Kanu in Afaruku Ibe. Also committed terrorism against Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. Then Nigeria lacks the grant to try Nnamdi Kanu. They have first offended him. They should be tried first. Just
Mazi,
because
I think, Mazi, I think we have to, Mazi, I think we have to get there in the course of this discussion because
okay, okay,
there is something you keep referring to, and I would like to, ask you a question to actually look at the issue of competence on the part of Binta Nyako as a judge. Would we use the word incompetence? I don't know if Maz is getting my.
yes,
Okay. So I don't know. Do we use the word incompetence? Because in my own view, I do not see Binta Nyako as an incompetent judge. That is my own view and my own
okay,
opinion. Do we look at it
okay,
from
okay,
a
okay. Yes, that
do
is
we
my
look at
own point. That is my own stand there that she should resign. She's supposed to resign because she don't have the grant.
Yes, so we'll let while we wait for Mazi Maduabuchi to come back, I want us to look at the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from a more broader perspective, and take a look at the entire episode of what played out. Um, because we understood as well that Binta Nyako's family have also corruption issues because the husband was the former Adamawa State Governor, with corruption charges. And uh, we understand the condition as alleged placed before her under the late Buhari's administration to possibly convict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in exchange for whatever charges the husband and the son is facing. Is it possible? Because when we use the word incompetence, it sounds so cheap. It sounds like a propaganda. So do we look at also the possibility of Binta Nyako also being blackmailed by the federal government based on the situation she has found herself? So we have to look at
Okay.
all this in more broader perspective. What is your opinion in that regard, Mazi? I don't know if you are getting my question. I don't know if you are getting more. Okay, so I think that Maduabuchi continues to go off and on, and but I believe that he will soon be back. Uh,
Normal Nigeria.
yes, go ahead, Mom. I don't know if you got my question correctly. Maduabuchi is
I got your question.
okay. So what is your
Should
take?
I continue?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Should I go ahead?
Yes, go ahead. Of course, yes. And I believe that our viewers are also, I would like our viewers to drop on the comment section
Should
if
I
they
go
are,
ahead?
yes, if they are having any form of issues with our audio, whatever challenges they are facing on the background, to please communicate to us through the comment section, so we'll be able to fix whatever inconveniences, because it's important that we get updates and feedback from our audience and those following this program, to be able to readjust whatever technical issues they might be facing out there. So that is my plea to you. I want to welcome you once again. So we are trying to look at the entire scenario, because we don't want to take the issue of Binta Nyako from one angle of analysis. We also want to look at it from a more broader
Yes.
perspective.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's not narrow it down to just incompetence and a judge who doesn't know what she's doing, because I am of a diverse opinion, and I
Okay.
want us to look at it in a more broader horizon. Mazi,
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, you just made a point there. You know why I was going there? I just want to connect the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu completely, how it was going, and on a standard level, like that's why I was using that word, because in a normal country, in normally that's how it's supposed to be. But from what you have brought in now, that is the way of Nigeria. So that can be the case. But what we are saying is that she took it so far. It went so though the husband is involved, the son is the not direct son is involved in what is it called fraud. That is, what is the name of that man? Nyaku. Somebody, I know his name. I can remember his name. The husband, somebody Nyaku. Then this should not make Binta Nyaku to even overlook the invasion of the house of Nnamdi Khan. At least somehow Binta Nyaku was. I know Nigeria is so bad like that, but Binta Nyaku was focusing on even detaining Abaribe. Bintanyako wanted to arrest. Bintanyako was giving me a to be threatening Abaribe with what she was doing in court instead of calling Nigerian army. I know she was like under siege, but at a point, she's supposed to at least take some decision. He never take a decision in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. Everything we got in Bintanyako's court is the high trick go, high trick go, hard trick go. So in that way, it may happen, but though we are just trying to look
No,
into
Mazi, I'm
why
not trying to. The question I'm putting across and the debate I want us to have is not to exonerate the judge, Bintanyako. What I'm trying to put forward is for us to look at the entire uh, scenario of what played out and the
where she
possibility.
got herself.
Yes, and because it's very, very important that somebody could be
Yes, go
put
ahead.
in a situation where you find it difficult to give justice because you already have your own issues or personal issues. And you know, we all know, like you said, how the state operates. That Bintanyako could be given this assignment with the condition of exoneration of his family from their own pending case. So these are the issues we'll also be looking at. You know, not to exonerate her from the from the criminality as orchestrated by the Nigerian state, but also to look at the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from a more broader perspective, where we can now say that the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become a case of trade by barter with Binta Nyako and the federal government. You give me this, I give you back, that. So when you see the actions of Binta Nyako in court and the way she have tried to evade justice, it also shows that she is on a bargain pot, kind of. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could be the bargain chip for the freedom of her own family from the case of corruption, where the husband served as the governor of Adamawa State at the time. So these are the issues we are bringing forward, and I would like us to look at it from that broader perspective, rather than focusing on just incompetence. Because when you talk about incompetence, I know that she must have handled cases in the past, and she must have given justice in the past, and she must have been a very good judge. But when it comes to the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, uh, we see a double standard, and there could be some reasons why such double standard is taking place. These are the things I want us to look at, Mazi.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mazi. This is the same thing that Nigeria have laid as a foundation of a country. Yes, in that area, we know that even on some cases that are not of national issues like that, some judges are under siege. Even without having any corruption issue, they are under siege. Yes, even the world knew that the government of Nigeria have even, as if they are just like they are controlling the judges, they are controlling the judiciary. That is normal. And that is why we never believe in Nigerian judiciary, because of the way the federal government have come in controlling the judges and not allowing them to be free and carry on their duties. Yes, it happens. And in the side of Bintanyako, in the involvement of her husband of 29 million something or billion, 29 billion naira fraud, that may be the purpose why they don't want to move the case from her, because she already has at least where they can pinch her That is the pattern they are using on our politicians also. Anyone they
Exactly.
have a
That is an area I also wanted us to look at.
Yes, anyone that
The-
have fault, and they don't allow a free person, just like positions. They don't allow fraud free, somebody that has no fraud case to be in position in Nigeria so
or,
that
or, or
when you
even a
want to shake
competent
head, they will
or
remind
even
you you're fraud. They-
or even a competent person who has a clean record of competence.
yes,
Mazi, go ahead. Hmm.
yes, even somebody, yes, even competent person. I even say even somebody that have no fraud at all. Nigeria can make sure that they set the person up and make sure they have something to hold you. It is normal, and that can be affecting Bintanyako. So if she, if maybe they have just like she's under siege, Binta is under siege. We have said this before, but why I line up the case of Nnamdi is for the world to see that we even know what the Nigerian judiciary is supposed to do, but they did not do it. That is to say, something caused it. Binta Yeko is supposed to take these steps, but something stop her from taking those steps because they are also involved in fraud. That is to say, they have national issue that the family is involved. So she's not free to handle such case of Nnamdi because federal government will mandate her to jail Nnamdi Kanu so that they can exchange with the husband and the son. That is the issue. But
And
we know
so
that
the
we
issue
are
of
in pain now.
it could be a bargain chip. Now, there is a question I want to ask you. When Mazi
Yes.
Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinarily renditioned from Kenya, many of us were perturbed and surprised that George Bintanyako didn't question the process of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu extraordinary rendition, how he was brought back to Nigeria, which any reasonable judge under a normal condition is to request the document of the Kenyan judiciary, the judgment that brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, for the fact that Binta Nyako as a judge recognized that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left Nigeria under certain circumstances and confirmed to be brought back from outside the country, that she is supposed to request for the process that brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back, which is supposed to be extradition. Why didn't she do that? I don't know, Maz, if you understand the question I'm asking, or maybe my voice is not coming out clear to you. Maz Maduabuchi. Yes, I think Maz. Okay, you can
I
go.
can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead and respond. I said, for the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinarily rendition, is it not supposed to be a call and cause for concern for the judge, Binta Nyako, to have requested for the judicial process that brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back from Kenya under normal circumstances, if there is any? Why I'm saying that, because also the judgment in Kenya, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went through judicial process, would have also helped her own case back there in Nigeria.
Okay. She cannot demand for that because she never demanded for the army that attacked Nnamdi Kanu's house. The extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi Kanu is equivalent to the attack in Nnamdi Kanu's house. That's why they forced Bintanyego to cut the bail of Nnamdi Kanu. She cut the bail. She had become under the control of government. Immediately she cut the bail of Nnamdi Kanu. That's the end.
Yes, Mazi Maduabuchi is out again, and we'll continue to have these issues. For many of you who were on Facebook Live, like I said earlier, I ran a transmission from the back studio on Facebook Live, and that transmission uh, ran for just 20 minutes. Just to alert our people to embrace other platforms because we are not live on Facebook, but we are live on Twitter. We are live on our on YouTube and other platforms. We are also live on high frequency Biafra television. If you have not downloaded the app, please go ahead and do so. Go to the Play Store and download your BTV app so that you'll be able to follow our programs as they come your way. Mazi, you're welcome back to the program. I don't know if you're hearing me.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I can hear you.
So go ahead.
So the issue is that they messed Bintanyako. She was, I don't know, she was under siege of the federal government. They messed her office up with the first case. That's why she have no much ground on this case, this current one. She's supposed to take her, they stop her, let me just say, they stop her from taking her position in the first case because that very first case supposed to pin Nigeria. Now, if she cannot demand for the army, how can she be demanding for documents when she know that the Nigeria is with the passport of Nnamdi Kanu, and she granted Nnamdi Kanu, seized his passport. Understand this? So for her to be demanding for documents, she knew that things have gone wrong. She knew that they have got it very, very wrong. So they were trying to cover it up. They want to cover a sudden rendition. You are within Nnamdi Kanu's documents. Then he managed to escape when you attack his house. Then how do you now go and bring him into Nigeria again? How? Without any documents. So if Binta demands for it, she's implicating herself because she is already within Nnamdi Kanu's documents. So she's running away because you cut to his bell. Why do you cut his bell? That is that thing you are just telling me that let us look into the area of the case of her husband. That may be the case. Because Binta supposed to take the normal stand. And Nigerian army be questioned. That would have been the end. But she created that chance, maybe under siege of the federal government, as normal, as usual. Even local government, even magistrate court, local government put them under siege. In Ebonyi State here now, you can see the case of IPOB members. You can see prison authority is under siege from freeing IPOB members. So it's generally in Nigeria, and that will not stop us from pointing out the fact the way it is. Though Nigerian
Yes, once again, Mazi is out. I hope that he comes back so that we'll be able to take the second question as regards to uh, the present legal counsel that is handling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Mazi, I think you're back. I think we have to. I want to ask you about your view and your opinion about the present legal counsel handling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Please, technical director, bring Mazi Maduabuchi forward to join me in the studio so we can proceed. Mazi Maduabuchi, I know you're there, but I'm waiting for you to come forward to the studio so we can proceed. I know you're having serious technical issues here and there, but I believe and I hope that we'll be able to run this program today successfully. Can Mazi Maduabuchi be brought forward to the studio, please? If the technical director is there, because we have to continue. I want us to look at the competence of the present legal counsel and their representation so far as well. And we would also be touching some of the uh, warnings that our leader gave out uh, as regards to the activities of criminals who are parading themselves as freedom fighters. We've seen criminal gangs trying to hijack the Biafran struggle. We've seen infiltrators also trying to criminalize the Biafran struggle. And we're going to talk about all that in this program. So I don't know if our technical director is there. Please bring Mazi Maduabuchi back on board so that we'll be able to proceed on more questions. I want to ascertain that our technical director is there to bring in Mazi on board. So I want to say thank you very much, viewers. We are getting some of your comments, and I'm reading them out. I'm reading them out. I believe that as our people are joining on some of the platforms, they would be able to also share the program. Mazi Maduabuchi, are you there? I don't know if you can. Yeah, but I need you to. I need the technical director, please. Yes, so I need the technical director to please bring you on board. Yes, because I know you have been having technical issues. I know that today is a terrible day, quite unfortunately, because this program is supposed to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful program, and but unfortunately, we are having these issues, and I don't know what the issues are. I hope that you'll be able to join me. Yes, so viewers, we are having some issues, but I believe that as soon as Mazi Maduabuchi comes back, he will be able to join
Network
us.
now.
So, Mazi, you're welcome back. I want to ask you a question as regards to the legal counsel representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as it stands today. Do you view them as having the competence to, uh, to handle the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because we've seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had to intervene directly, trying to have a direct contact and communication with the judge, which is unusual. Um, I don't know. He's out again. He's out again. I hope he returns back. I hope he returns back to the studio. And I want to welcome you guys that are viewing. So that is it. Biafrans all over the world, we are reading your comment, but there are certain comments that I'm seeing as well. Yes, Mazi, are you back? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mazi Madabuchi? Can you hear me?
Should I move?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Should I go ahead?
The question I ask you as regard to your view about the legal counsel representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, and what is your view? Do you think they have the competence in continuing with the job as
No. Yes. Wait. Let me come. Now, this network, man. Okay, let me continue. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi,
Go
Jesus.
ahead. Mazi, go ahead. We can hear you. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Should I go ahead?
Go
On
ahead.
a
Yes.
break.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Should I
You,
go?
yes. Yes. Go ahead. Yes. So the technical issue continue to persist. Unfortunately, I don't know. Maybe it could be internet connection. I believe so. I don't want to believe that there is an interference on his system. I believe that it could be just a normal, natural internet challenges. I don't want to go with that assertion that he's under attack, like our people used to say. And when you have some technical issues, people go with the assumption that you are under attack. It could be, but I believe that these are some technical issues. So we've been able to come up in analyzing the things that happened in the past few days in court as regards to Big Daniel cause
Na
resignation.
na
From
na akọtụ
yes,
akọtụgharị m okwu nnọọ.
yes.
That is,
Mazi, we can hear you. We can hear you. So yes, you can go ahead. I don't know what is going on. I believe it's a network. Technical director, can you please talk to him? And I don't know. Uh,
is no problem. Let me continue. The current legal.
We can hear
Hapụrụ
you.
ikwu okwu, hapụkwana ikwu okwu.
Mazi, we can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Maazị
Go
Patrick
ahead.
ka na-ekwu okwu. Ọ dị ka ọ naanị ihe m na-ekwu.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Go ahead. I can hear you.
Site na agbakachi m isi m.
I think it's him that is not getting us. Can you please communicate to him that we can hear him as far as I'm concerned from my end? And I would also like to get reaction from the comment section. He's feeling frustrated and I can understand the situation. Mazi, we can hear you clearly. I believe that you are the one that is not hearing us, but we can hear you clearly.
I can
Just
hear you. I can hear you.
go ahead. We can hear you clearly.
Okay, let me go. The current legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is competent. Now, let me analyze. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu employed them. Now, on the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu coming to defend himself at a point, that is his normal way since this case started from 2015, that he intervened in some situations in the court. He told us in Omwa, he told us in Afaruku, he told us that Ono manam na-ebu ntuntu ma abịa court. We asked him what is ntuntu. He said case file. That's when I know what is ntuntu. That case file in Igbo language is ntuntu in Omwa, in the palace. He said, I tell my lawyers what to do or say in court. If you fail to do it, you are sacked. Now, in my previous broadcast, I told our people that despite whatever somebody is doing, Nnamdi Kanu knows when to come in. Whenever you see Nnamdi Kanu comes into a matter, he is trying to bring that his agenda of Biafra. Maybe you are defending his case based on lawyer or based on Nigerian constitution, because these are Nigerian lawyers. These are Nigerian lawyers. They will always go on the constitution, then try to follow court proceedings, and then Nnamdi Kanu follows court proceedings. But on the freedom of our people and the Biafra Restoration Project, which Nnamdi Kanu champions, which the lawyer is not champion. And then Nnamdi Kanu is fighting to restore Biafra. And that is not the duty of the lawyer. Then Nnamdi Kanu knows when to come in. He knows when to come in. Not that he neglects the lawyers, no, or he shut them down, no, but he knows when to come in. He did it in the court of John Soho. The lawyer was there, he shouted, no to secret trial, no to secret. The lawyer cannot be saying that. The lawyer will be quoting constitution. Nnamdi Kanu, his right is to say no to secret trial, to give the lawyer grant or to take his position. They did it. Now in the court of Bintayeko, they said no to secret trial again with Maduabuchi and co. It was his opportunity to come into his matter because he knows what he's doing. The lawyers are doing their duty, and it's left for Nnamdi Kanu to take his position at the normal time, which I told our people, Nnamdi Kanu doesn't miss any chance. He takes his position at the normal time. So that is why you must make sure that you maintain IPOB because nobody can defeat him, not even a lawyer mistake. He will take his position, he will scatter whatever you are planning. So that time the Kanu comes in at a point in his matter does not prove the lawyers incompetent. Just that Nnamdi Kanu is a man who knows what he's doing and he knows when to come into his matter and present his matter. Maybe you may not present it that way he should present it or he want to present it. Though you want to maintain law, you want to be normal, maintain lawyers' position, but Nnamdi Kanu will come and do his own job because he leads a people. He's know himself that he's an individual, but not an individual. He leads a people, millions of people, and when lawyer is doing their own, Nnamdi Kanu will do his own for our people, for his freedom, and to make sure he shows the government that he knows what he's doing. He always tries to prove to the government that he knows what he's doing so that they will not be hoping that a lawyer or this or that or somebody he knows what he's doing. And whenever it comes to that point, he will show you that he knows what he's doing, despite having lawyers. So that is not incompetent. He has been doing this from day, not even from this legal team. He has been doing this from 2016. He didn't do it in 2015. 2016, in the court of John Soho and in the court of Ademola and the court of
is
Bintanya,
having
he did
breakage
it.
again.
Thank you.
I
Hey,
think
so
we have to start.
nobody hear these things I said. Hi. Chineke mekwere m ebere. So ihe niile m kwuru onwe ya nọrọ ya ka ị ka na-ekwu na m anaghị have problem. So nobody heard these things I said. Hi. But, so all these things I said, nobody had it. Chineke mekwere m. But let me clear it. Should I still clear? Let me clear it. Let me clear it again. Then before we reschedule it, at least I am clear now. Okay, now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu IPOB leader used to come up at times in court to present what he is doing, despite the lawyer there, is his normal way of, in this case, since 2016, not 2015. He didn't do it in 2015. He did this in the court of John Soho. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did it. He said no to secret trial. It is not the duty of the lawyer. The lawyer will be quoting constitution while Nnamdi Kanu knows when to come out and protest. At times, Nnamdi Kanu protests. At times, he will come in the way of everything he do must be in line with the constitution. But he knows when to play freedom fighting. And he knows when to allow lawyers to play their role. So whatever you see Nnamdi Kanu come in, whenever you see him, even when the lawyer is talking and maybe he shut the lawyer down, does not prove the lawyer incompetent. No. Does not prove that team of lawyers incompetent. No. It is his way of doing things. That shows What Nnamdi Kanu always do is to prove to Nigeria that he knows what he's doing, that he is not just doing something without knowing, and he knows it. So whenever he come to prove himself right, despite the lawyer there, nobody should misunderstand him thinking that the lawyers are incompetent. No, he want to prove that he knows what he's doing, and he told us in all my head that I'm a buntuntum at their court. And if I tell my lawyer what to do and what to say, if they fail to do it, you are sacked. That's what he told us in 2017. That is to say, it is not the lawyers incompetent, but Nnamdi Kanu knowing his position and knowing what he's fighting for. The lawyers are hired, the lawyers are contracted, and the lawyers are not freedom fighters, but they are defending freedom fighter. And the freedom fighter knows when to come in and present his matter, while the lawyers are there to defend him. So even in Nigerian court, Nnamdi Kanu can still present Biafra matter. Those things he's presenting, despite it concerns his freedom, he knows when to bring it, and that is concerning our freedom. The lawyers will play their own and wait for him to play. The lawyers cannot do what he's supposed to do. So, as a leader of millions, he will always try to take his position and also energize us to know that he knows what he's doing, and also put the government in, at least to bring the attention of the government to know that he himself knows what he's doing. Just that it is lawful that you must have a lawyer. So that is it. And we do not conclude it as incompetent of the legal.
Okay, I think that the message is very, very clear. That Mazi Maduabuchi does not see the interference of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as incompetence on the part of his legal team, but making his voice heard as uh, as an activist and also as a freedom fighter who cannot be caged. So I understand the view of Mazi Maduabuchi, and I want to also look at the warnings that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave in court to some criminal element parading themselves using his name to commit different kind of atrocities in Biafra land. I want to ask Mazi Maduabuchi, please bring Mazi Maduabuchi on board. Mazi Maduabuchi, what is your view about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu speaking in strong terms, condemning people using his name who are not in IPOB, by the way, because he made it very clear that as long as you are not in IPOB, you are not part of us. And he says, stop using my name for criminality in the name of freedom fighting.
Thank you. Thank you, Mazi. That is normal. Now, always in this very matter, IPOB always maintains self-determination. Now, our people have been carried away with the name of Nnamdi Kanu.
Mazi Maduabuchi, once again, the line continues to break. I don't know why. Well, when he's running his own personal broadcast, he's always very clear. I don't know. So, is this supposed to be a question of his location, or is it a question of possibly the general network problem? Because I also know that you've had very serious downpour in the past 24 hours, which could affect the internet system back in the zoo, because nothing in the zoo is consistent. So I don't know what the problems are, but I believe that we'll be able to touch some critical issues this evening before we call it a day, because I know that many of our viewers must have felt really disappointed with what is happening, the back and forth battle within, trying to engage our brother Mazi Maduabuchi. So we just have to start winding down, and we will be coming back. We'll be coming your way in the next few days to continue from where we stopped. What we'll also be looking at the arrest of Dr. Chua Yaba, who is facing crime against humanity, according to allegations that he's facing a case of crime against humanity. Mazi, I think you're much better now. I don't know.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Normally, when you host your own personal program, you normally have good network. Today that today you are coming to BTV. I don't know why the situation is different, but I believe maybe it could be as a result of your location. And
Mmiri zoro ebe a.
yes, I said that earlier that there have been a very serious downpour in the past 24 hours, and I believe that that must have been the cause of some of the network issues, because we understand that the zoo called Nigeria have nothing regular and consistent. So I believe that our viewers also will understand with us. And I believe that in the next coming days, we'll reschedule for this program to be able to give a well digested discussion, and also to be able to bring our people to the understanding of events, because it's very, very important. Many of our people are looking for updates here and there. So it is our duty to update and educate them, and also to be able to direct them on the right path to follow. So, Mazi, we were talking about the criminals who have hijacked uh, the who infiltrate
Mhm. Not, not
infil,
hijack, not
yes,
hijack.
yes, infiltrators who try to hijack what we are doing and to criminalize IPOB, and the warning that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave out in the last court outing.
Thank you. Thank you, Mazi. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB leadership have never sound in different tones. They always sound in one tone. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said in court is not different from what IPOB have been saying. It's not different from what we have been condemning. But when we are saying it, some people, I don't know if it is evil, they are evil, they will be doing as if they don't know. But Nnamdi Kanu said it, they were asking, why did he not mention so person's name? You know, people say, is he afraid to mention his name? I say some people are fools. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he want to talk about your evil doing, he don't normally mention names. He like to mention names when he's recommending your good work. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when he was talking about Dokubo, he said the pig in the Greek, he wasn't afraid of him. When he was on Radio Biafra warning George Onyibe, he said to Onyibe, I have warned you from writing that thing. Oh, sorry, I have told you to stop writing it. You say you are writing it coded, but I don't want to see it again. Stop writing it. He didn't mention name, but in the broadcast, we know who he was talking about. When he was talking about Onyibe again, our leader said, you say you are Agwa Natumbe, Ombe Natu Agwa. When time come, you will know Agwa and Dimbe. Get out Ibe. He was talking to Onyibe. When you talk about Mefo, some of you around me telling me to stop the Jubilee issue. He was talking about Mefo. Some of you around me, closer to me, not even around, closer to me, telling me to forget about the religious issue. He was talking about Uche before. Nobody will see when somebody is talking about his mother or father without mentioning them. The person will not know. Even in comment section here, if somebody talk about you, you will know without mentioning your name. Do you understand? So now, Nnamdi Kanu was trying to vindicate IPOB in their fight against criminality. Now, there is no way IPOB will be fighting under self-determination and they will allow criminality to be attached to them. If IPOB want to go into violence, they will go violence when Nnamdi Kanu's house was attacked. That was the normal position that before people will justify Nigerian government, it will go far. Before people will start to justify them, because there was a very serious fresh wound. There were fresh wounds there, but we didn't do it. There were massacrings of IPOB family members. We didn't do it. Why? Because it is against the option we choose. Self-determination is, freedom fighting is optional. Either you choose armed struggle or self-determination. Which IPOB choose self-determination? And in self-determination, you will go to court. In self-determination, you will be detained. You will go to court. In self-determination, you will demand for referendum. In self-determination, you will be given press release. You will not attack a governor. In self-determination, you will be at least doing what is legal. You will not call for no election in self-determination, but you call for election boycott. Boycott is different, but in armed struggle, no election is in line. So now, Nnamdi Kanu came and condemned criminals so that people who thought he is somehow partially or he's hiding it, he don't want to be open. He openly condemned the Monday Statum of complete 3 years. Every enforcement, every killings of our people was condemned last court. He said, "Onye ọbụla na-eme ihe ọ na-eme." That is, who is doing it? They called IPOB cowards that we don't do anything. Now, when Nnamdi Kanu condemned their action, they started asking, why did he not mention name? Do you want him to mention IPOB? You say they are cowards. You are doing something and he condemned the thing you are doing. You want him to mention him. So Nnamdi Kanu have condemned the crimes of these people because there is no way IPOB will be spending on ESN to give our people life. There is no way IPOB will be enduring the mass killings of IPOB peaceful protesters. In order to avoid the Nigerian army going into the communities to kill our people, we don't retaliate. And it's not in line with what we are doing. Then, after saving our people and sacrificing our life, save our people, sacrifice our life, somebody will come to kill the people we saved and tell you they're doing it for Nnamdi Kanu. There is no good thing that will come to you and that person will say he will kill you before he give you that thing. That is not good. Somebody want to build a house for you, he will kill you, kill your children, kill your wife, and they start building a house for you. What kind of house is that? Somebody want to give you Biafra, he will kill you. So now they kind of condemn it in totality. And that is why in Biafra land today, some people are writing down their victims. Those that they killed their own have known the people that killed their own. They were holding it thinking that they don't want to offend Nnamdi Kanu. They don't want to offend IPOB. They thought IPOB knows about it. They thought that we are just denying in the presence of Nigerian government. They thought that we are at behind supporting the criminal. That's the mindset of some people, but have been cleared. So now people are now writing down their loss. People are now writing, they know that if they write, they say Simon killed. So people are now bringing pictures of their victims. That is the normal way. When you discover that this thing you are taking is not so, you go back to the drawing board. You begin to count your loss. Then we hold the person that did it responsible. That is it. That's why I was questioning somebody. Why is it that Nigerian state can never publish at least one video? Why is it that Nigerian army, Nigerian police, Nigerian government can never accuse IPOB of killing Fulani cows? At least one video, no. But they will not hesitate to publish immediately within 5 minutes that this criminal committed offense against our people. They will publish it and call ESN and call IPOB. But IPOB will be flying out the video of ESN, legitimate video of ESN. Nigerian government will never publish it, which IPOB is ready. to welcome the news. They never publish it, but they will always hang the criminals of these idiots, the criminality of these people upon IPOB. And you ask yourself, if that is payment on a business, you do business, they want to pay you, they will pay it to another person. Will you allow it? The answer is no. Now, these same people are the people who committed crime, and Nigeria submitted to the IEP, and IEP gave their Global Terrorism Index report of 2020-2023 and added IPOB in the number 10. And we waited for this criminal to go and take responsibility and say, no, remove IPOB and add our name. They never do so until IPOB do it. So now, Nnamdi Kanu have condemned their activities, everything they did, because we have been condemning it. We told them, no, you are crossing boundary. Somebody told me, Nnamdi Kanu say, listen to this person. I said, they are up to 20. Patrick Ikem is there. Mayegun Diary is there. Prince Dalit is there. Ikem Gurab is there. Owa Sophia is there. Mazi Okechukwu is there. So many of them. Then there are people you recommend. Twitter, Emeka Gift, Amakeko, Eluchukwu Ohagi is a brilliant writer. So many people. And where he mentioned the other criminal that they were positioned, he said he is bringing a new dimension in this awareness campaign that we are into. Awareness campaign. They are no longer in the awareness campaign, which is exposition. He always channel in the north because the information comes from the north in order to attract our attention. So that was it. Immediately our leader was that they dropped the exposition that Nnamdi Kanu was talking about. Nnamdi Kanu did not say take power. He did not say listen to is take instruction from. No, listen to is different. Power comes from there, order comes from here. But listen to this person on a particular matter. Through in this very awareness campaign we are doing on a particular matter, he recommended them on writing. He recommended them making a gift on Twitter. He said follow him. He was in the list of his job as national coordinator. He said he has a special duty. These people you must work under command. It must be under command. He recommended you that he said he is doing a nice job. Listen to him. The same thing. And they turn it to criminality, and then Nnamdi Kanu condemn it. He said, I begin to ask them, how can Nnamdi Kanu call you fool, call you idiot, and say, I don't know where this animal came from, and you still want him to mention your real name? Are you foolish? No, you are foolish anyway. Because he cannot call your name, describe you, give you a statue, give you a name according to your action, according to your attitude.
Mazi,
And you want him to mention the main name of that person when the statue of the person has been described. A fool and a criminal, a fool, idiot, and animals. So,
yes, do we connect what you just said? Mazi Maduabuchi is out again. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate that we have to go back and forth with this whole situation. Very, very unfortunate. So, but we have to spend over an hour, almost an hour, 30 minutes now. Quite unfortunate that we have to go back and forth with your network challenges and issues. Now, the last broadcast that Lolo Uchechi made, there is a statement that she dropped and said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked her where the infiltrator where the infiltrator come from. And now, in this recent case, in the instruction, he also made that statement that where are these animals coming from? Do we have to connect the dot? Because when our leader's wife was speaking, a lot of people didn't understand because he said that their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, asked her if he knew the village or you know where this head of infiltrator come from. And in this last court case where he was also giving the instruction and lashing out, he said, where do these people come from? Is it a reputation? Is there a connection? Okay, Mazi Maduabuchi is out. What the issues? I think we have to start rounding up now because it's just over an hour, 30 minutes, and I believe that we've been able to, unfortunately, as supposed to be, we are supposed to do better, but we haven't done uh, our best today based on the technical issues and the issues we have to deal with. But I can guarantee and promise that in the future editions of this program, bringing him back, Maduabuchi, Fearless Evangelist on BTV, I believe and I hope that we are going to do better. Mazi Maduabuchi, I'm about to start winding down this program so that we can reschedule for some other time, where we'll also be talking about the arrest of Ambazonia Cho Ayaba, because more details are yet to come
Yes,
forward from the little that we have. I believe that in future
Joe
analytical,
Ayuba. Joe-
we'll be able,
Yes,
we might be able to
no
have,
problem.
we might be able to have a more
The
uh,
network is back.
better information. Yes, as regards to his arrest and how the case is going. And I believe that also his allies are beginning to understand that IPOB took the right path, because I know that there was a time they asked us to give them way, that since we are not ready to answer terrorists, that we should give way for them to answer the name terrorist. And today we have seen the situation of Chuayaba, who have all terrorized his people, and very, very unfortunate for the Amazonian people. For genuine Amazonians, our solidarity is behind you, and I believe that the victims of Chuayaba would find justice. And but as the case and event of Chuayaba unfolds, we will continue to update you on Biafra television. It's my pleasure to be here, and I'm happy that you joined us. For you to have followed us through to this moment, it shows how fanatical you are as a Biafran. And I want to say thank you very much for being part of this program. We are bringing series of reforms on BTV, and I can guarantee you that as these reforms come step by step, we'll be presenting you with better programs, and we'll be also be hosting so many other people outside uh, the Biafra struggle, people with diverse opinion, even including our enemies as well. And we've also, uh, you know, make certain decisions that in the few coming days and in the shortest possible future, we will be bringing advert of goods and services of our people on this platform. We'll be using this platform to promote activities of our people. These promotions are going to be free of charge, to be able to give our people the opportunity for them to advertise their goods and products. And these are part of the reforms that will be coming on BTV. And I believe that as you hook on to this wonderful program, you'll continue to learn more and continue to follow updates on Biafra restoration process and programs and projects. Until we come your way, I remain Mazi Ikem Patrick DK, and I want to say thank you for being part of our program this evening. And I want to say thank you and God bless you. Until we meet again, Have a wonderful weekend and good evening.